That is the first thing you notice. In a world of screaming fans, glowing RGB towers the size of small refrigerators, and electricity bills that look like mortgage payments, Apple just did something quiet. They just released a silver box that fits in the palm of your hand, yet it has enough raw computing power to outperform a NASA workstation from 5 years ago. This is the Mac Mini M5. And if you think this is just another incremental update, you are catastrophically mistaken. We are standing at a crossroads in silicon history. For decades, the rule was simple. If you want power, you need size. Welcome to my channel Tech Launch. Subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon for the new tech updates. You need heat sinks. You need a power supply that hums. Apple just took that rulebook and shredded it. The M5 chip isn't just a processor, it's a declaration of war against the traditional PC industry. Today, we're going deep. We're going to look under the hood of the most efficient machine ever built. We're going to talk about the 2-nanometer architecture that shouldn't exist yet, the unified memory speeds that make DDR5 look like a joke, and why the M5 Mac Mini is the single most dangerous product Apple has ever released for its competitors. If you are a creative, a coder, or just someone who hates waiting for their computer to think, pay attention. Because the game just changed. The architecture of impossible. The M5 Silicon. Let's talk about the heart of the beast. The M5 chip is built on a specialized 2-nanometer process. To put that in perspective for you, a nanometer is 1/1,000,000th of a meter. We are talking about transistors so small that they are approaching the physical limits of atomic stability. Apple's engineers aren't just building circuits anymore. They are manipulating physics. Why does 2-nanometer matter to you? It means more transistors in less space with less heat. The M5 features a 12-core CPU as the base model. That's 8 performance cores and 4 efficiency cores. But here's the kicker. The performance cores in the M5 are 40% faster than the M4. When you open a 100 gigabyte database or render a 3D environment in Blender, the M5 doesn't ramp up, it just finishes. But the real magic isn't in the CPU. It's the neural engine. We are living in the age of artificial intelligence. Every app you use, from Photoshop to Final Cut to your web browser, is being rebuilt around AI. The M5's neural engine is a 20-core monster capable of 50 trillion operations per second. This means local AI. This means your data stays on your desk, not in the cloud, while you perform real-time language translation, AI image generation, and complex code completion. The Mac Mini M5 isn't just a computer, it's a localized AI supercomputer. The death of the GPU tower. For years, if you wanted to do serious video editing or 3D rendering, you needed a dedicated graphics card. You needed a brick of plastic and metal drawing 300 watts of power. The M5 Pro and M5 Max variants found in the higher-end minis have effectively rendered the mid-range dedicated GPU obsolete. We are looking at a 40-core GPU architecture that utilizes dynamic caching. This isn't like the old days where your graphics card had its own slow memory. This is unified memory architecture. The GPU has direct, high-speed access to the same memory pool as the CPU. When you're editing 8K ProRes raw footage, there is zero latency. The data doesn't have to travel across a bus.